Hello friends, hope all of you are fine. After a long break I came with a new video. Actually in this pandemic situation, my mind was also depressed. The situation is very hard and very uncertain. We don't know that when the UGC will hold the net exam, when the situation would be normal as earlier. It may be in September or maybe in end of this year. So whatever it, we should always prepare for any decision of UGC. So don't neglect your net preparation. I trying to complete the most important newly included topic from the each part of our syllabus. So in previous video, I discussed from the settlement geography part, that is primate cities and rank size rule. Today we will discuss also from the settlement geography part the different important types of cities, that is 8 cities, satellite towns, mega cities and global cities. So this term is very important for net exam. We should understand about the concept of the cities and also difference from each other. So अभी तक जिन्होंने मेरी प्रीवियस वीडियो को नहीं देखा है प्लीज़ इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करके प्रीवियस वीडियो देख लीजिए बिकॉज टाइम बहुत ही कम है. प्रिपेयर हो जाइए, किसी भी वक्त यूजीसी नेट घोषित कर सकते हैं. So get ready for the best and let's start. Now coming to the first part, that is age city. Age city is an American term which was popularized by Joel Garreau. Age city was first designed on United States of America for concentrating business, shopping and entertainment outside the central business district area. This city is actually designed in those areas which had previously been a residential or rural area. It means this city is mainly situated on rural urban fringe zone. But this type of city is not designed for residential purpose. It is designed only for business, shopping and entertainment. Now, Joel Garreau established 5 rules to follow for what can be considered an age city. The first rule was the area should occupy a work space of at least 5 million or more square feet of office space, because here office is dominant. Here the business, shopping, entertainment are dominant. It is not created for residential purpose, so vast area is designed for office space. Next is the leasable retail space should be at least 6 lakh square feet, because priority is also for the business activity. Third is has more jobs than bedrooms. A strategy that ensures that they give work and business priority. Okay. Next was nothing like a city as 30 years ago. It means there should be no indication that the place had been a town in the last 30 years. Next, it is perceived by the population as one place. Obviously, to becoming a city, there should be a considerable population for concentrating business, shopping, entertainment. Okay. Now there are 3 distinct groups of 8 cities. The most common type of the 8 cities are the boomers. Boomers is an 8 city that developed gradually around a highway or shopping mall. Northern Virginia in United States and Tyson Corners are both boomers. The second type of the 8 cities are greenfields. it is also a common type of city. This type of city rise as a result of an upcoming suburban town. It means it have been recently master planned as a new town on suburban fringe. This type of city is called greenfield. And next is uptown. Uptown means satellite town that we will discuss elaborately in later. Next, we should remember the additional terms that are used to refer to eight cities. The eighth city may be called as suburban business district, suburban cores, mini cities, suburban activity centers, cities of dreams, galactic cities, urban and suburban downtowns. Now coming to the next important types of towns, that is satellite towns. Satellite towns is a kind of eighth city that we have seen earlier, that Gary has identified three types of eighth city. Among them, satellite town is one of this type. Now, what is satellite towns and why it is called as satellite towns? Because this type of towns is positioned as like satellite is positioned on Earth's orbital plane. Just like it, the town is also situated outside the central city, but it is totally distinct, totally independent from core metropolis. And here communities are also self-sufficient because all the infrastructure, services, employment bases are sufficient to support their residential population. Now, satellite towns are truly independent and distinctive in their social, economic and administrative purposes from the core metropolis, but it maintains some closer link with the main urban center. In this picture, we can see that London acted as a core urban metropolitan city, and around the London, numerous satellite towns have been evolved, but these towns are independent in their social, political, economical characteristics, but they maintain some links with the London city by different transport ways. But don't misunderstand satellite towns as suburbs, because suburban area are totally different from satellite towns. Suburban area are almost dependent upon the core metropolis, but in satellite towns there have separate municipal government, distinct from that of the core metropolis, and employment bases are also different. Now, suburban area has a rural origin. Suburban area is an assemblage of rural urban characteristics, but satellite town is totally independent from the core metropolis. So they differ from suburbs, and and as like suburbs, it has no rural origin. It is also a smart city. It is not a rural origin, it is smart city. All the infrastructure, all the employment, all the services are available as like available in a town, in a metropolitan area. So satellite town is a modern city. Okay, it has no rural connection. That is, suburban is an assemblage of rural urban characteristics. Satellite town may be on the rural urban fringe, but it is not, it has no characteristics of rural area. It is totally urban area. Okay, so next we have to understand some common characteristics of satellite town. First, the satellite town is separated from the metropolis by the geographical barrier. Most of the satellite towns are separated by some geographical barriers such as territory or river, etc. One thing to understand that satellite cities are not the extension of a large city. There is a clear distinction between a large city and a satellite city. And the satellite city are separated from the central metro city by many miles, and it is separated uh, any barrier. It is separated by any barrier. Okay. It may be geographical barrier or it may be some barrier. Okay. Next is satellite town provides the best solution to the urbanization problem. Obviously, because the satellite town is designed with the aim to help the city by solving the urbanization problem that is usually dominant in central metropolitan area. This type of city is totally loaded with huge range of amenities such as education, health, hospitals, shopping centers and others. So it solves the deficiency problem of an urban area and also decrease the pressure of the central urban area. Thus it offers some balance between resources and population. Third, the satellite town is developed with the eco-friendly development, yes, because the population of the satellite town is much smaller than of the larger city. So the city provides a stress and pollution-free living style to the residents because here the resources are optimum to fulfill the demand and accessibility also comfortable. So most of the satellite cities actually present eco-friendly environment, stressful life. So people's common trend to residence under a satellite town. Now satellite cities have their own culture, own history and their own independent economic infrastructure. Obviously, most of the satellite cities are actually historically evolved for the specific purposes. For example, Barakpur has developed in Calcutta for cantonment area. Okay, it is not dependent on KMC area because it is full loaded by many of amenities, many of services, so it is so totally independent, but it maintains a link. It is interconnected with Calcutta and it is also Barakpur, Noihati, this area also separated by Hooghly river. That we says earlier that satellite town is most of the satellite town is separated from the metropolis by the geographical barrier. These are the example. And Pollani, that is master planned as a satellite city, that is master planned after partition to residents the refugees. So Kalyani is developed as a satellite town where all the services are present, uh, totally independent residential town uh, and loaded by different services and amenities. So the satellite cities has their own history, own identity, own cultural identity and own independent economic infrastructure, administrative principle, totally independent. Okay. Megacity is very common and known term to everyone. Now what should we read about it? We read about the criteria that should cover an urban area to becoming a megacity. According to UN definition, an urban area must have a population of at least 10 million people and population density should be at least 2000 person per square kilometer. So here the criteria of megacities is now megacity may be consist of two or more metropolitan area because in metropolitan city there should be the population of at least 1 million or 10 lakh people, but mega cities the population should be 10 at least 10 million people. Okay, so here the differences of metropolitan city and mega cities. Now top 5 mega cities of India are the New Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Bengaluru and Chennai. So these 5 mega cities should be remembered uh, for NET exam. And one more thing, that 2 more urban areas from India becoming mega cities by 2030, says the United Nations, that is Hyderabad and Ahmedabad. Okay, so this 2 urban areas becoming mega cities by 2030. Now, these are the top 10 mega cities in the world that should be kept in mind. Now, among them, one thing to notice that two Indian cities, one is Delhi and other is Mumbai. These two Indian cities are in the top 10 list of mega cities in the world. Delhi ranks 5th position in top 10 list and Mumbai ranks 7th position in top 10 list of megacities. That should be remembered for NET exam. Now coming to the concepts of global cities. Global city are also called as world city or also called as alpha city. Saskia Sassen defined global city as global city is central sites for advanced services and facilities of telecommunication which are necessary for the execution and management of global economic activities. The main term is global economic activities. It means global city is a city which is the primary node in global economic network. In those sites, corporate headquarters tend to center, particularly companies that are operative in more than one country. It means a variety of international financial organizations are notable in this city. Now, there are some characteristics of global city. First, global city is a type of metropolis. Obviously, global city should be a metropolitan city. It should be a considerable population because without population, intensive international integration should not be possible. So, global city is a city where the international integration is occurred. Centers of media and connection, headquarters of MNCs and other corporations, significant financial center, high quality educational institution including universities, research, distinctive fire sectors, finance, insurance, real estate, important intersection of transport and traffic running, center of industrial places of production, considerable population figure, central political activities, international governmental organization, non-governmental organization, UN, OPEC, European Central Bank, etc. So this type of activities are present in global city. So global city is also referred as world city. Now, if we look at India, India made 6th rank in the Global Destination Cities Index with 5 global cities, global Indian cities that reaches India among the top 100 global cities in the world. Among them, Mumbai ranks 27, Chennai 13th, Delhi 48th, Kolkata 62 and Pune on 91. So this cities reaches India into top 100 global cities in the world. Now I think this is enough for preparing these topics. If this video is beneficial for you, please like, share and subscribe for more videos and share it to your friends. If you don't watch my previous video, please subscribe my channel. For watching those videos, you have to subscribe my channel. So let's prepare for next very soon, and thank you. Stay happy, stay wealthy.